Alright guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Alive video, and season, I think, 11 of the hybrid design contest. So, we've got some pretty interesting stuff going on here. So, for folks who don't know, you could join and participate in the contest every week. If you join the Discord, in the description down below, there will be a channel where you can post your hybrid designs, and then at the end of the week, we'll have like a poll, and then the top 5 get featured in the video. So anyways, let's go through this week's. So at number 4 and 5, we have a tie in terms of votes. So we'll go over the one at the bottom here first. So tied for number 5 and number 4, I guess, we have Leo Dracus by Roar, and art is by Jurassic Geek 302, and it is another Dracoceratops hybrid. So this time it's Marsupial Lion plus Dracoceratops, I guess. So it has 4,000 HP, 800 base damage, 116 speed, no armor, and 40% crit, with minimal speed up strike, instant distraction, rending attack, deliberate prowl, and swap and rending attack, as well as a minimal counter for some reason. So, I mean, swap and rending, this is definitely weaker. The swap-in attack is definitely weaker than a regular Dracoceratops swap-in, right? Rending attack does not do that much damage for the most part, and obviously it suffers a lot with boost, right? Because no matter how much boost you put on a on this Leo Dracus, you're not gonna boost its swap-in damage that much, right? Instant distraction, but it does make it so that you will be spending most of your boosts on its HP, for the most part, so it will be very tough to kill. So what Leo Dracus has over Dracoceratops, I would assume would be the amount of times it could just swap in and swap out, because with moves like instant distraction, deliberate prowl, there are a lot of ways to get this thing out of a situation after you swap it in. And 4,000 HP is okay-ish HP. And again, if you're going to stat boost this thing, you're going to just beef up its HP. No point using any damage on damage boost on, like, he only has like an 800 damage anyways. And you're not going to use it. Like, the only move you could really use its damage for is its minimal counter and minimal speed up strike, which is like nothing, right? So yeah, it would be quite difficult to deal with for the most part. It will just be like a multi-use Dracoceratops that doesn't do nearly as much damage, right? So moving on, we have again tied at number 4/5 is OPHIONYX by Jurassic Geek 302. So this is a Baryonyx Gen 2 plus OPHIACODON. This is an epic hybrid. So you got 4,400 HP, 1,100 damage, 123 speed, no armor, and 40% crit. Oh, also one other thing, 40% crit with a swap and rending attack could potentially actually do a lot of damage. So got that going for it. All right, so back to OPHIONYX. You got okay-ish HP, around average damage, 123 speed is kind of sad. And 40% crit, which is a lot, obviously. So it got definite strike, rarity to crush, armor piercing impact, armor piercing rampage, and immunity. So this is like a Baryonyx, or not Baryonyx, a Trioshronyx light, because like you still got the immune, right? But it's basically Trioshronyx with 1 point less in speed, 20% more crit, less space damage, and 2 armor piercing moves instead of two armor piercing move with multipliers instead of defense shattering moves with multipliers. So it's definitely a budget Trioshronyx, and if you get lucky, it could do some serious damage as well, right? It would have slight problems with dinos at 124 speed, obviously, and above. But overall, for an epic hybrid, this is fine, right? So, moving on to number 3. This week, we got Smilodominus. So this is, I would assume, some kind of Indom / Smilo hybrid, right? In fact, it is an Indominus Rex Gen 2 plus Smilodon. Here's the creature description. You could go through that if you want. Stats at level 26, health 3,750, attack 1.6k, speed 119, no armor, and a 20% crit chance. Moves, evasive strike, mutual fury, precise pounce, cloak, and immunity. So this is kind of broken. And, you know, having mutual fury and precise pounce is pretty disgusting. It's really, really strong, obviously. And you still have cloak, right? Cloak pounce. What? Cloak pounce. It's probably overkill because cloak pounce would kill like almost every dino in the game that doesn't have a shield, right? If you actually pull that off. And its speed's not bad too. Like 119 speed with cloak, that's pretty decent. And like the health isn't too terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. 1.6k attack, 20% crit as well. Mutual Fury with 119 speed, that will make you outspeed a lot of dinos in the game, right? So, you know, if you're slower than your opponent, evasive strike, then mutual fury, then precise pounce, you will catch a body with that. So, moving on to number 2 this week, we have a Strutholometrodon. So this is Struthiomimus, which is not in the game, and Monometrodon. I don't know why they use Struthiomimus. I'm not sure if they actually made a concept for Struthiomimus. By the way, I would assume the art is also by Jurassic Geek 302 since it's kind of his style. I'm not 100% sure. I'll go check on it real fast. Make sure, guarantee, to give a credit where credit's due. Yes, it is credit to Jurassic Geek 302. Also, this dino, the Sungataurus, is actually, they were pretty close as well. They were just one vote away, unfortunately, to making the top 5. So also shout outs to Zark as well. So moving on. Strutholometrodon, 3.3k HP, 1,550 damage, 129 speed, no armor, 5% crit with distraction, fence shattering impact, distracting rampage, evasive stance, and immunity. So it's not that. I mean, it's fine on its own. You know, it's not a terrible hybrid in terms of strength, right? You know, the design is great, by the way. But if you are comparing it to similar archetypes, right? It's definitely different in so that it doesn't have as much damage as a lot of the other ones, right? Or base damage, at least. It does have 2 multipliers, and it also is slightly slower than most of them. Most of them do, you know, there are a few that are 129 as well, but you know, those with 129, they have, you know, their strengths. But you know, a lot of them are trending towards like 130, 131 kind of area now with speed. So it might take an L there, but it does have again a good base damage and good multipliers with fence shattering impact and distracting rampage, and also after, you know, this is a great revenge killer because if you revenge kill, you can have distracting rampage up on turn 1, and then turn 2 you go for distraction, so you take 0 damage against, you know, immune to distracting dinos. So that's actually great for that, right? Evasive stance got much better, right? So overall, pretty decent dino here. And number 1 this week, we actually have an interesting one, Aviotitan by Sarcasmosukis, I guess that's how you pronounce it. So here's the art, really well done art. Reminds me of kind of sort of reminds me of Ridley and that what was that monster in Scooby-Doo? I can't remember that Scooby-Doo monster. The one that looks like you know, the pterodactyl one. But anyways, let's go over its stats and stuff. So it's Alankylosaurus plus Kalinkin. So it got Spirited Strike, Raking Claws, Long Invincibility, Shield Advantage, Swap into Invincibility, Immune to Decel, and Shield Immunity. Huh. Okay, it just means you know, this this creature cannot be can't be shattered, right? Its shields can't go down. When it does have shields up, obviously. Health, 4.1k damage, 1,250 speed, 130 speed, damn. 25% armor, and then 5% crit chance. So, I mean, it has three shields. It has 3 shields, and that you can't even break. It's immune to D-Cell with 130 speed, okay-ish HP, really great HP with 25% armor. I mean, I guess you could bleed this dino, would be your best bet, right? Yeah, I guess your best bet against this would be trying to bleed it. I mean, it does a lot of decent damage as well, right? You got Reagan Claws with 1,250 damage, which isn't terrible damage. Not too great either. And you also got Spirity Strike. Well, you're immune to D-Cell, so you could get rid of Distraction as well. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful hybrid. Swap in invincibility, immunity, like, I guess, like, you could literally just swap in invincibility into a Trico Defense Giant Rampage if you wanted to, with the way its passive works, right? Damn. And shield advantage as well. Long invincibility. Wow. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, quite powerful. I think they put a note over here about how strong it was, right? So let's go over the note. This creature, although may seem a little bit too strong because of its unbreakable shields that provide an almost constant protection alongside his armor, even against dinos who excel at removing them, isn't at all busted. For starters, his damage values aren't the highest, and even though it can stay on the field quite a lot, it's going to struggle against tanks or armor dinos, since apart from shield advantage, was a one-time multiplier. Can't really get through enemies' defenses unless you're dodging. Secondly, I mean, but if you're fighting against tanked or armor dinos, most of them don't do too much damage either, and you're already like insanely beefy. You're probably going to win that matchup. And you're immune to D-Cell. Keep that in mind. Immune to D-Cell and immune to Distraction. Well, I wouldn't say immune to Distraction, but Superior Strike could get rid of Distraction, right? Especially with Rake and Claws as well. Yeah, no. Hard to disagree. Can't really get through enemies' defenses unless they're dodging. You don't have to get through enemies' defenses. You could just stay here for like 5 hours just like pecking at them, and they won't make a dent at you. And like it's not like Avio Titan's offensive capabilities are too bad either. Like, you still got like Rake and Claws, which is a 2x multiplier on average base damage. Again, it's not 1.5 plus, 1.5k plus, but it's not like 800, right? Secondly, bleeding is major counter. This is correct. Bleed is a huge counter to it, right? And even though its shielding capabilities are excellent, once it's open to attacks, tank busters still pose a big threat since they can easily pierce through armors. Yeah. I guess the second part's fair. So, anyways, congratulations to everyone who made it into the top 5 this week, and also to everyone else who did participate as well. So yeah, again, if you want to join, there's the Discord link is in the description. You could go join that, and there's a channel for you to post your hybrids and stuff, and also there's a poll and all that. Well, you guys come in and you'll figure it out. But anyways, again, that's something for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below which of these hybrids is your favorite, and like and enjoy this video. Subscribe to our new channel for some more Jurassic World Alive videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.